Christmas dinner with all the staff and our spouses. That was the entire operation. It was this thing that we were going to build from scratch.
The most radical two elements of this new idea is it is competency-based and it is student-oriented.
What was truly radical was the notion that students could progress toward their degrees by demonstrating competence. It meant that if you really had the knowledge and experience and could demonstrate that effectively, you could proceed toward your degree as rapidly as you were able. That was truly unusual.
Key leaders in higher education were instrumental in the development and acceptance of WGU. These included Clara Lovett, then president of Northern Arizona University, and Sam Smith, then president of Washington State University. 2 years later, WGU opened its virtual doors.
Overcoming thousands of years of tradition is no small task, and higher education has essentially thought the same way about the learning process for a long time.
There were many hurdles and misunderstandings about what technology could do to help with teacher education.
There was a real negative reaction that this was going to threaten everything that higher education stood for.
It needed credibility, and most universities fought this concept of not having a bricks and mortar building with a university president and a 200-year history.
WGU was at a very critical moment. We were facing at least 2 or 3 more years before we were accredited. We were running out of money. We had lots of skeptics. We needed a new leader.
My message is that it's possible to have high-quality, affordable higher education, but it will require new models, not just tweaking the existing system.
I was connected to Bob, who at the time had just left IBM as their global leader for education. And as we talked, it became evident to me that this was the right person.
Bob Mendenhall joined WGU in 1999, and by the end of that year, the first programs in IT and education were launched. 1 year later, WGU celebrated its first graduate, Jenny Kirch.
A couple years of great planning had taken place, and the foundation for the educational model was already in place. We had a challenge to gain accreditation.
To get essentially four regions to agree that WGU met standards for accreditation was a first in higher education. And it was a hurrah experience. The day we were granted that, we all celebrated. It was just party time.
With regional accreditation, enrollment began to climb.
We all knew that growth would be there if the model was working right and if the students were satisfied with its success.
At about the same time, WGU launched its Teachers College with a grant from the Department of Education. Enrollment took off. The addition of the College of Health Professions in 2008 sent it soaring.
Tonight we introduce you to a university aimed at adult students who don't have time for traditional bricks and mortar schools, and it turns out that's just what many Americans find they need as they rush to reinvent themselves.
WGU's quality, affordability, and learning model soon began to attract a new generation of governors. And in 2010, WGU launched its first state-based university, WGU Indiana. Over the next few years, 7 more states partnered with WGU.
They all immediately got the vision of what the governors were really trying to accomplish.
April of 2016 ushered in a new era of leadership with the arrival of WGU's current president, Scott Pulsar.
The thing that struck me most was the obsession about really focusing on designing an institution that exists entirely to serve students.
Before coming to WGU, President Pulsar had 20 years of leadership experience in technology-based, customer-focused businesses. Scott's extensive business background is balanced by an intense focus on impacting the lives of individuals and families.
We believe talent is universal, but opportunity is not necessarily universal. And education is the single biggest catalyst for people to change their lives. Why? Because it is that bridge from talent to opportunity.
In 2019, President Pulsar was selected by the White House to serve on the American Workforce Policy Advisory Board.
We see a very exciting and transformative future for WGU as WGU itself not only continues to grow the number of students we serve directly, but becomes a catalyst for transforming the whole system of higher education for the better.
WGU is young for a university, but in its brief history so far, we have pioneered a new learning model, continued to innovate to improve the student experience and student outcomes, and have helped change the lives of more than 135,000 individuals.
My name is Justine Hurley. I am a third grade teacher in White Sulphur Springs, Montana, and I got my master's degree in curriculum and education through WGU. Teaching students in a rural area, I think, is one of the greatest things. I love being a teacher in the middle of nowhere. I like that I know my students from kindergarten through 12th grade. They know me, I know them. My teaching style is, I'm a little bit old school. I'm a little use technology in my teaching. I like to be active, I like to be up, I like my kids to be moving around doing things. We never sit in one place for more than 5 minutes. That's kind of my rule. So I was recognized for this award. It's an excellence in science teaching. So the ability to incorporate science into your classroom and to be able to teach third graders but take them to the next level with their science ability. So the award really recognized how can you make your kids as passionate about learning it as you are about teaching it. Getting the Presidential Academic Excellence Award really spurred me to go and get my master's degree. It was the one thing that I knew I wanted to do, and getting the Presidential Award really pushed me to that next level of teaching by becoming a student again so I could become a better teacher. I couldn't get a master's degree from just anywhere. College is 2 hours away, so going to a brick and mortar college, a traditional college, to get a master's degree was not an option, but I was never going to increase my pay if I didn't get one. So I knew that WGU was my option. My schedule didn't have to change to get my master's degree. So I held all my other jobs and was still able to get my degree in 7 months. What really stood out about my degree program was being able to use my experience. I had been teaching for 12 years at the time, and I didn't want that experience to be for nothing. I didn't want to take a class on elementary reading when I've already been teaching kids to read for 12 years. I wanted it to be quality. I wanted my past experience to mean something. I wanted it to have value, and at WGU, my past experience in teaching held accountability. It helped me get to the next level. It helped me already be prepared for the classes I was going to take. I didn't have to take redundant classes. I took classes that apply to my master's degree, which was really nice. I would say to anyone wanting to get their teaching degree that any time is the best time. These kids are here and they're waiting for a really good teacher, and whether it's a pandemic or not a pandemic, these kids are still here waiting for a really good teacher.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
WGU believes that while talent is universal, opportunity is not. Consider this: 21 million Americans lack broadband internet. Plus, about 60% of those living in rural areas have problems with internet access, making online education difficult. only 20% of undergrads are from low-income families. And while 38% of white Americans earn a bachelor's degree, just 24% of Black Americans, 21% of Indigenous Americans, and 17% of Hispanic Americans earn theirs. So here's a good question. To ensure equal probability of success for all students, should we treat them the same? No. And here's why. Treating everyone equally ensures they all get the same thing, whereas treating everyone with equity ensures they all get the specific thing they need. Let's take getting a bachelor's degree, for example. Thanks to open enrollment and admission discrimination laws, all high school grads technically have an equal chance to go to college, yet they often have different barriers blocking their path. If we gave them all the same tools, many would fail. But if we give them the right tools that best fit their unique needs, more are sure to succeed. That's why at WGU, we are actively advancing equity, so we can expand access to a better education, job, income, and life for all. Did you know that 22% of WGU students are from low-income families, 40% are first-generation college students, and 70% are from one or more underserved populations? Thanks to a commitment to furthering inclusion, we are successfully bridging the gap between talent and opportunity, equality and equity, one graduate at a time. Whether you've been thinking of going back to school for a few years or a lot longer, WGU Academy is the place to start. With a flexible online format that fits your schedule, personalized support from success coaches, and courses that earn you transferable credits, Academy can get you college ready in as little as 2 to 3 months. Plus, completing Academy guarantees you admission to WGU. The cost? Just $150 per month. Enroll at WGU Academy today and unlock your future.
I chose to go to WGU for 2 reasons. 1, the flexibility, and 2, the cost.
They understand that a lot of us are working full-time jobs, so we have to have that flexibility. And that was one of the main reasons I chose WGU.
You can make it your own. You can advance and go faster, or you really can just take it day by day.
If you're looking for something that's affordable, that gives you a great education and an opportunity to advance, WGU is definitely the school for you.
One time that there's nothing nice in Nicetown.
You have a whole bunch of people offering you drugs, guns, and just a way to go back to jail or die in them streets.
Growing up around here on the other side of the bridge, we didn't see a lot of people doing the right things, let's just say that.
We hadn't really seen many other people in our family or even in our community that we knew of that were college graduates. When I was in elementary school, my mother told my brother and I that we were going to college. I did very well in high school. I actually got a scholarship for a local university. 4 years into the 5-year program, I had gathered experience through my co-op, and I was offered a great job. When I started working, time just did not allow for me to complete the degree. I'm grateful that I found out about WGU, where I could take classes that fit my schedule. Is not only did I walk away with a degree, but I also walked away with a lot of certifications.
Shane runs our information technology division, which is a really complex and challenging set of activities.
I am Vice President of Information Technology at a company that drives growth to every corner of Philadelphia. It's rewarding every day to know that I'm making a difference.
I heard in a poem, if you hang around wolves, you'll learn how to howl. If you hang around eagles, you'll learn how to soar. Shane is an eagle.
Even at a young age, he was always trying to figure out how he can help others.
He is truly an inspiration to everybody at PIDC, and I think now through this mural, he's going to have the opportunity to be an inspiration to everybody in this whole community.
It's my hope that people will take a look at this, learn about Shane's story by reading the plaque, and be inspired.
It feels so good to see him
up there, and then to think about proud, very proud.
He turned out pretty good.
You cannot drive around Philly without seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of murals. And they tell a story, and it's a neighborhood story.
They're important because they tell the story of Philadelphia. They tell the story of the community. And what he shows is to people that they too can do it.
A future generation will see that someone just like them can make it. Someone just like them has a story to tell. And maybe it'll spark something in them to say, that's his story, so now I'm gonna write mine.
Before I was a nurse, I started out as a nursing assistant, and I also joined the military at the age of 17. In 2000, I got a really good opportunity through the military to go to a civilian program to become a licensed practical nurse, and I did that for about 18 years before I finished up my degree with WGU. My name is Andrew Nagle. I'm a registered nurse with the Indianapolis VA, and I got my BSN from WGU. In the United States military, I was initially trained back in the 1990s. It was called a 91 Bravo, which was a combat medic. I served in everything from combat support hospitals to ambulance companies. I did a lot of instructing, and so that kind of brought me to 22 years, and after 22 years, I felt it was finally time to retire. Working at the Indianapolis VA as a registered nurse is outstanding. It's an amazing place to work. I kind of am specialized in that I follow congestive heart failure and COPD patients specifically. Working for veterans, taking care of veterans, working amongst veterans because a large portion of our working force is veteran also. You know, that as much as anything has kept me in touch with my former career in the military, and it's been wonderful. For me, the rewards have been being part of a team that goes out and gives vaccinations to patients who are stuck in their homes and can't get out to hospitals or clinics, and they are so thankful. I can walk into a veteran's home, and we may come from vastly different worlds. Our upbringings might be different, we might be from different parts of the country, but because we have both served our country, we have that commonality. And as a nurse, that can be a very powerful thing because it helps build that nurse-patient relationship. And they'll chat your ear off. I mean, they're just happy that you're there and so thankful that you brought this medication out to them that's gonna help them, you know, save their life, hopefully. Now is a great time to be a nurse. You're gonna feel good about what you do at the end of the day because you're helping people who need help.
Once you've experienced the benefits of WGU's affordable, personalized approach to getting your degree online, it's natural to want to tell everyone you meet. Now, there's an easier way to let friends and family know about WGU. Refer a Friend is a platform that makes it easy to tell friends and family about the benefits of WGU and earn rewards. Sign up just once to get a personalized link that you can share with as many people as you want on blogs, emails, forums, and your favorite social media platforms. You can track how many people have checked out WGU from your link and earn cool WGU gear in the process. More referrals, more rewards, more convenient. Sign up today to Refer a Friend and help us change people's lives through education.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, bienvenidos, to Western Governors University's 2022 Winter Virtual Commencement. I'm Gene Hayes, Senior Vice President, Regional Operations. Graduates, families, friends, and loved ones, you've played an important role in helping your graduate reach this incredible milestone. We thank you for this support, and we are thrilled to have you join our celebration today. I now have the honor of introducing Gail Elborn from Glendale, Arizona, who will sing our national anthem. Gail is a seasoned talent acquisition professional and has been recruiting top talent for more than 10 years. Gail had always wanted to explore the world of human resources, but could never find time between working full-time and raising her children. In 2020, that changed, and Gail took the opportunity to earn a bachelor's degree from WGU in Business Administration Human Resource Management. Gail currently resides in Glendale and enjoys spending time with her 2 children and granddaughter. When she is not with her family, you can find Gail performing in her community as she shares her passion for singing. Congratulations, Gail, and thank you for joining us today. And now, if you're able, we ask that you please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Gail. That was wonderful. It's my honor to convene the Winter Virtual Commencement for Western Governors University. I want to welcome our graduates and the friends and family who have supported you through your journey. Today's commencement is WGU's first official ceremony in the year of our 25th anniversary. In just 25 years, we have celebrated more than 260,000 graduates, and we welcome today's graduates to our WGU alumni community. Thank you all for joining us today. Graduates, today marks a significant milestone in your lives. It represents a dream achieved, but also countless challenges faced and obstacles overcome, including a pandemic. WGU was founded to serve night owls, those who work diligently to earn their degrees while keeping their commitments to families and jobs. All of you have overcome much more. By reaching this milestone in the midst of a pandemic, you have demonstrated your dedication, persistence, creativity, and resilience. This achievement allows you to advance your careers and improve your communities in ways that are both measurable and immeasurable. Today's commencement celebrates you, our graduates, for setting and accomplishing a significant goal and moving forward to a new phase in your life. Many of you are graduating with a family member. We offer a special congratulations to those of you who are sharing this accomplishment with a loved one. WGU is grateful to be recognized year after year as a military-friendly university. We are proud to honor the military members who are graduating, and we thank you for your service to our country. Also joining us virtually are many of our WGU faculty and staff. Please put your hands together and give them a round of applause for their continued commitment to your success. Since our first graduate in 2000, WGU has awarded more than 260,000 degrees, including more than 47,000 in 2021 alone. I'd like to share some facts about today's graduating class. 35% of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. We extend a special congratulations to you. Your average age is 38 years old, the youngest is 21, and the oldest is 86. 76% of you are women. The average time to graduation for those of you earning a bachelor's degree was 2 years and 11 months, and the average time for those of you earning a master's degree was 1 year and 9 months. You work diligently to reach an educational milestone that will change the course of your destiny and positively influence future generations. You have aspired to greater things. Thank you for allowing all of us at WGU to play a role in the fulfillment of your dream. It has been our privilege. And now, we have the honor of hearing from one of your fellow graduates. I'm delighted to introduce Damian Mills from the state of Washington, who earned his Bachelor's of Arts in Special Education from Teachers College. Please join me in welcoming Damian to the stage.
Good morning and welcome. I am blessed and humbled to be here with you all today. It is such great honor to share my journey of adversity and triumph. But before I begin, I'd like to honor those we have lost these past years due to the number of reasons most of us have experienced personally. I was born premature on a military base at Fort Gordon, Georgia, and I immediately required emergency surgery to survive. I had started life as a true underdog. Being a military brat, I spent my formative years moving from school to school. This did wonders for my personality, making me adaptable to new situations and helping me understand how to build new relationships. However, it left holes in my academic foundation. These holes were small at first, but like any structure, without a strong foundation, stability is impossible. My family moved to Washington State when I was in 3rd grade. At that time, I was substantially behind my peers with undiagnosed learning disabilities and cracks in my academic foundation, I struggled academically. Yet, with a positive attitude and adaptability, I flourished socially. Eventually, I found my place surrounded by the football team and performance choir and little acting now and then. Coming from a low-income family with 5 children, I had hoped for scholarships for my athletic talents. However, in the 12th grade year, I sustained injuries that took those opportunities away. Undeterred, in my next path, I took me to a technical college with the promise of growing job market upon graduation. I enrolled into a technical college. I was determined to get my associate's degree in video production and become a producer. Instead, I racked up a mountain of student debt and began to work at a local deli stand grocery store. I could have given up here and walked away. However, during the recession, I discovered the desire to work in education, especially special education. I began my journey as a 101 emotional behavioral paraprofessional for Bethel School District. As I began working with these amazing young people, I thought, there's something I could do to help these kids. After a few years of being a behavioral specialist, I knew I needed to do more. This put me back in the classroom as a student to earn my teaching certificate. I began my first unsuccessful experience with the online classes at another university. The gaps in my educational foundation truly began to appear. I struggled daily with each class I took while balancing a full-time job and a young family. I began to think this may be the spot in my life. With prayer and support, my wife, I kept moving forward and found WGU. WGU provided me with a fantastic program mentor, Veronica Daniels, to keep pushing me forward and providing support the entire way. Thank you, Veronica, and to all the program mentors at WGU and the many course instructors. From my mentor, Veronica, to the Senior Vice President and Executive Dean of Teachers College, Dr. Mark Milron, WGU didn't give up on me. This allowed me to keep pushing toward my goal. And today, I became the first in my family to have a bachelor's degree. After depleting federal funds to pursue my education, I was at another obstacle, but the team at WGU did not allow this to end my journey. This helped me keep funding in the form of scholarships to help bridge the financial gap. Last, this was definitely the most difficult roadblock, came the certification exam. After 7 times taking the written exam on the WESP, I felt defeated. It seemed impossible to fill the gaps in my foundation to pass this exam. Once again, support came from my team, and on the 8th try, I passed it with flying colors. I'm standing here today because of their compassion and understanding to help me and others like me. I'm standing here today because I had the drive to keep pushing forward. WGU believed in me, and I thank all the people I have worked with at WGU. Because of the support I received, I have the passion to be a beacon of possibilities for others. I ask you all here today, are you willing to be a beacon? We can be the voice of hope, a reflection of hard work you put in at WGU for the world to see. It takes innovation, not to be afraid to push the status quo, yet to change the mindsets of what others perceive you are capable of doing. Each one of us has taken the steps to embark on an endless journey of prosperity and success. Our desires and passions to achieve a degree in our field of study is life-changing, not only for us, but for our learners. I challenge every one of us to be diligent in our endeavors, to care for those around us, our families, friends, community members. Remember, once a night owl, always a night owl. Thank you to my wife, Amber, my daughters, extended family, my dad, Mom, my grandmother, and God. Thank you all for being here today. You did it. Stay safe, stay blessed.
Thank you, Damian, for sharing your story. I love what you said about being a beacon for others and not being afraid to push the status quo. Your passion for learning and teaching others is incredibly inspiring and will take you far. Now, I'm pleased to introduce Darius Bradley Sr., our keynote speaker. Darius Bradley Sr. is a passionate speaker and best-selling author known as Divine Encourager. He is the CEO and co-owner of Full Ability Clothing, an organization advocating for the differently abled community. Darius is an aspiring actor and has been featured in music videos and independent film projects. He's also served his gift of Go Get It encouragement with the public schools in the Houston metropolitan area and prides himself on empowering at-risk youth. Within his space, Darius has worked with national corporations such as Costco, Walmart, Panda Express, and others. He's delivered motivational coaching programs for semi-pro football leagues, local organizations, hospitals, and other institutions. Darius also creates daily motivational videos on his social media platforms, in addition to composing, editing, and performing voiceovers. He provides daily life coaching support for many community members, family, and friends. Born and raised in New Orleans, he now resides in the Houston metropolitan area with his wife and 3 children. Please welcome Darius.
I would like to express my gratitude for Provost Baker Stein, the Western Governors University graduating class of 2022, and the entire WGU family. Thank you guys for blessing me with the opportunity to celebrate with you and also be of service. First and foremost, I'm a kingdom man. I'm a proud husband of my beautiful wife, Desiree Bradley, of 23 years. Together we have 3 phenomenal kids. 2 boys, 1 girl. Darius Jr., Deonce, and Daniel Bradley. Indeed, guys, I'm truly a blessed family man. As we talk about being resilient today, I would like to share a particular chapter of my life with each and every one of you. You see, life, it comes with many unknowns, and you guys know it because you went through a lot of those unknowns to get to where it is that you are today. But my wife and I, our firstborn, Darius, was such a challenging pregnancy for my wife that she decided not to have any more kids. And I love her so much that I respected that. We thought about adopting. But as I said, life has a funny way of making plans of its own. So God decided to bless us with a second child. Darius was thrilled and excited beyond measure. He wanted to be a big brother so badly, guys. I can still see my son now, writing it on his Christmas list, his birthday list, any list you would give him. So, of course, when he learned that he was soon to be a big brother, oh my God, you should have seen him. He's jumping up and down all over the place. And respectfully so. My wife and I, we shared the news with all of our friends and family members. We're super excited. We learned that it was going to be a little girl. Man, I finally get my princess. But, and around our 7th month of pregnancy, we discovered that Deonce was going to go through many discrepancies. The unknowns were heightened, hovering question marks over our heads day and night. We didn't know what to expect. Now, I can promise you this. If you're a first-time parent, or even if this is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th time around, it doesn't matter. That's not the news that you want to hear. And in life, guys, we're going to hear a lot of things that we don't want to hear. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't continue to keep going. That doesn't mean that we should tap out and quit. But when you're going through it, it's easy to give up. And especially if you have justifiable reasons. Guys, we learned that our daughter's chest cavity was going to be too small to house her lungs properly, leaving her without the proper housing for her lungs to grow. Deonce was born with over 27 different diagnoses. Jarko-Levin being the most severe. What is that? Jarko-Levin's. It's a skeletal deformity. And in Deonce's case, it was so severe that it caused discrepancy to her respiratory, leaving her unable to breathe on her own. Altered our lives tremendously. As a father, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the answers. I couldn't fix this situation. But right then and there, I had an opportunity to show my wife that when she said, I do, she married the right man. Because through sickness and health, rich or poor, good or bad, I'm committed. It didn't matter what it looked like. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Every night, you didn't want to do what it is that you did to get to where you are right now. Many of you went through this alone. Many of you are single mothers, single dads, and even if you're married, your husband is working nights, you're working days, or vice versa. You're not seeing each other like you would like because you made a commitment and you stayed committed to that commitment. And that's why you're here today, celebrating this moment. Guys, we had moments that we did not want to celebrate. They told my wife and I that our daughter would not make it the first 24 hours of life. That's not what we thought we were going to hear. That's not the news that Darius was to receive. He wanted to be a big brother so badly, guys. 8 years it took him. 8 years to manifest that. And 7 months his sister spent in a NICU. 7 months. He's still waiting to be that big brother that he dreamed of being. How many of you had to start all over again because things did not go the way that you thought? It didn't look the way that you thought it was going to look. Well, I can tell you, we didn't think that it was going to look like this for us either. Our daughter became deaf. The ventilator. Many of you may know, many of you may not. I didn't know, but I had to learn. Being on a machine like that, an apparatus like that, it can cause damage to your hearing. And in our daughter's case, it did. So we had to we all had to learn sign language. Guys, altar, tsunamis, challenges, Davids, Goliaths. I know I'm speaking your language. I know many of you are first-generation graduates. I know many of you had to do it in the dark, but you did it to go get it. I know many of you may not even had anyone to believe in you, but you did it to go get it. When they tell you that your daughter will never walk, you make sure that she run. When they tell you that your daughter will never talk, you make sure that she learns how to sing. When they tell you your daughter will never, ever, 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 you show them that she absolutely will. Guys, how many people told you that you would never do it? How many people told you that no one in your family never done it? Until you. Until you. Though you may be the first, I promise you, because of your actions, because of your sweat equity, because of your determination, because of you staying committed to your commitments, you just paved the way because you didn't let go. Listen, many nights I cried. Many nights I just did not know what to do. Many nights I dropped to my knees. Many nights I almost, but I didn't. Goliath stood there, much taller than I can ever be, physically. But he does not know the man that lives within. Our challenges, guys, they are the bridges, the ladders, and the stools that will enable us to become better than our best. You just have to keep on going. You're just going to have to take that want, whatever your want is, and you're going to have to absolutely turn it into a must. I know it's hard. I know it hurts. But get something from the pain. Get something from the pain that you went through. Many of us are still going through it right now. It isn't easy just because we made it this far. Just because we're standing on this platform. Guys, listen, doesn't mean that we are exempt. Doesn't mean that whatever we went through, we're still not feeling the effects of it right now. But what it does show, the tenacity. What it does show, resilience. What it does show is when you turn your wants into a must. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they believe. It doesn't matter what they do. What are you going to do? Are you going to become that father that hold that vent, that oxygen tank, that suction bag, that care bag, 4 different bags I have to carry everywhere that I go with my little girl? And I get the looks. I get the stares. I get the unwelcome of all unwelcomes. But we keep on walking anyway. We wave and say hello anyway because that's who we are. Who are you? Who are you? This is your life. No one knows how many tomorrows remains for any of us. I cannot tell you how many more heartbeats remain. But what I can tell you is this. We get one shot, one moment. We get one opportunity. What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? What is your reason? What is your why and your purpose? Let that push you. Let that provoke you. Let that catapult you. Someone's depending on you to get there. Someone is depending on you to model it for them. And even if that's yourself, show you that there's a you inside of you that's dependent on you. Because what you do today is going to set you up for tomorrow. Look where you are right now. You know exactly what you had to do to get here, single moms, single dads, married couples, grandfathers, grandparents. It doesn't matter how long it took you to get here. You never stopped. You never stopped. And even if you did, it was momentarily because you started all over again and look where you are now. But don't get comfortable, guys. We're going to celebrate. You deserve it. Your sweat equity earned you this spot today. But this isn't the only spot that you are alive for. This isn't the only spot that you're going to leave your footprints. I promise you that. And as passionate as I am, I cannot resuscitate you enough to get there. You're going to have to want to do that. Who's depending on you to carry their vent, their oxygen tank, their suction bag? Who's depending on you to learn sign language? What is the sign language in your life? Are you going to let untraditional way of speaking stop you from doing what it is that you need to do, saying what it is that you need to say, becoming who it is that you were created to become? Guys, listen, the value that you bring to the table is so much more than you can ever believe. Everything about you makes a difference. Everything about you matters. As I stand here today, guys, I know my reason. I know my why and my purpose. It's my 3 kids and my wife. Every step that I take, every breath that God breathes into me, it is my commitment. It is my vow to resuscitate it back into them. Anyone and everyone that I come into contact with, I'm going to breathe life into you because that's what I do. What is it that you do? No one can ever strip me of being who it is that I am. I don't care what the doctor report says, and I say that with all due respect. But I know who I serve. I know who I believe in. I know how I live. Believe in you, even when they don't. Take that other step, even when they tell you to stop. Oh, man, there's so much more inside of you. You are here today, but this is the only spot that you're going to mark up. Continue to push forward motion, no matter what. If it's hard, do it hard. But stay committed to your commitments. They're yours. They were given to you. Your reason, your why, and your purpose will get you there. Will enable you to persevere. Some of you had to do it in the dark to go get it, but you did it. Some of you had to sit down and stand back up, but you did it to go get it. Guys, listen, the challenges are always going to be there. They're needed. They are the bridges, the ladders, and the step stools that will enable us to become better than our best, and you better believe that, WGU. The small windows, keep taking advantage of them. By chance? No. But by change, we will become. By change, we will climb higher. By change, we will run faster. By change, you will live the life that you are supposed to live because it was given to you to do so. The turbulence that we are experiencing, that turbulence isn't there to make us land our plane. But indeed, that turbulence is there to enable us to become better pilots. So continue to throttle up and continue to fly because you can. This is Full Ability Dad, Divine Encourager, Darius Bradley Sr. Continue to go get it. God bless.
Thank you, Darius. I think I can speak for all of us when I say your message is incredibly inspiring and touching. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And now we will confer degrees. First, we will recognize each of our master's degree graduates. Although you're not physically here with us, if you are a candidate for a master's degree or an educator endorsement, please rise if you are able. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree or endorsement you have earned, to include the Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Health Leadership, Master of Science, or Educator Endorsement, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations and welcome to the community of innovative, bold, and credible professionals. Stand by for your moment in the spotlight and congratulatory messages from your college leaders.
Hello, I'm Mitzi Frazier, Senior Vice President of the College of Business. On behalf of all of us here at WGU, including your program mentors, course instructors, and evaluators, we would like to congratulate you on earning your degree. We are proud of your accomplishment and wish you all the best.
Ashley Hayes, Gerald Rogers, Shanisha Woods, Emily Van Camp, Maisha Elavi, Anita Bedford, Donnell Bradley, Krista Brown, Raymond Calva, Linnell Daniels, Alejandra De Hoyos, Amanda Fredland, Marquita Johnson, Sonia Lipkin, Angela Mitchell, Vicki Nelson, Cynthia Newmeyer, Omar Nieva, Katie Nosel, Emily Reed, Adam Reinier, Amanda Salinas, Juan Salinas, Tara Schott, Micheline Seabrook, Ken Simmons, Candace Sutherland, Esther Zontz, Michaela Adair, Tiana Ina, Carrie Barr, Lisa Cole, Joshua Keith College, Ryan Goslin, Victoria Bolanos Hayes, Lynn Israel, Ezekiel Joseph, Jody Kershaw, Dawn Labonte, Cassandra Lane, Stephanie Martinez, Sue-Ann McFarlane, Victor Miramontes, Amanda Nielsen, Dominique Phillips Alvarez, Cialister Rodney, Shania Rogers, Jennifer Sargent, Sheila Verscheer, Rena Williams, Harish Albino, Jamie Blackwell, Jody Bird, Shayla Krieger, Joanna Cunanan, Angela Davis, Sherry Kessler, Daralini Yvette P. Manawis, Elizabeth Peralta, Francis Spain, Kay Timmerman, Brittany Wachter, Sherry Bumpus Barnett, Alyssa Statz, Colin Stevens, Kimberly Wood, Serena Wu,
Haley Summers,
Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Business. Hi, I'm Dr. Jan Jones-Shank, Senior Vice President and Executive Dean for the College of Health Professions at WGU. What an amazing accomplishment. You did it. Congratulations on completing your degree and joining our Night Owl family. On behalf of all of us at WGU, your program mentors, course instructors, curriculum developers, and evaluators, we wish you happiness and success in all your endeavors. Please stay in touch.
Allison Cassidy, Anna DePaulo Shuley, Ashley Lieb, Stephanie Martinez, Satrina Robinson, Samantha Thomas, Monica Utley, Rowena Cruz, Dana Edwards, Bernadette Hannipol, Mia Harris, Vanessa House, Allison Howard, Joanne Jovero, Jamie Lydham, Allison Paisley Quinn, Janae Walker, Catherine Gandeza, Sovanera Bao, Jordan O'Meara,
Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Health Professions.
Hello, I'm Ashutosh Tiwari, Senior Vice President and the Executive Dean of the College of IT. Wow, you did it. What an incredible accomplishment for you in reaching your goal to earn your degree. On behalf of all of us here at WGU, including your program mentors, course instructors, and evaluators, congratulations. We wish you the very best.
Franz Banks III, Shamika Cook, John Gates, Bruce Parmalee, Isaiah Thomas, Lindsay Dunham, Tracy Howard, Rebecca Marks, Margaret Morse,
Georgina Munoz,
Deborah Williams, Scott Hughes, Joanna Kinlan, Rufaro Nyakoto,
Oluwaseun Oola, Misael E. Santa Maria Carranza,
Christy Winters,
Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Information Technology.
Hello, I'm Stacy Ludwig Johnson, and I'm the VP of Academic Operations for the Teachers College. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments. Congratulations on reaching this goal and earning your degree. From all of your program mentors, your course instructors, evaluators, and the field experience team, and the rest of the Night Owl Network, we wish you the very best.
Erica Peterson, Jessica Jimenez Hill, Gretchen Plain, Antoine Pinkney, Anne Balut, Emily Cho, Andrea Horn, Heather Knutson, Kelly Marletto, Michelle Mitchell, Daisy Powers, Alexandra Siotis, Julie Taney, Catalina Torres, Tegan Lee Hortense, Charles Litzner, Michelle Gallagher, Tiffany Jepson, Katie King, Meredith Motley, Lindsay Trevino, Linda Burnett Harmon, Elma Campos, Emily Cooper, Chelsea Dawkins, Suchitra Deo, Ann Harrison, Danielle Hector, Jennifer Krell, Rebecca Laframboise, Angela Parkell, Leah Stewart,
Miranda Anderson,
Vanetta Aris, Shannon Bierenbach, Sarah Elizabeth Boleyn, Allison Box, Sarah Chilton,
Leah Edwards,
Rashonda Foster,
Jenna Gaudio,
Alex Gifford, Samantha Liu, Marcia Martin,
Elena Masters,
Leighton Mount, Dominique Nelson, Margarita Reyes, Georgia Richmond, Tamika Roberson, Suzanne Robino, Ashley Schucher, Christina Stafford, Crystal Villegas, Rebecca Lyman, Shireen Kazimi Shirkade,
Congratulations to the graduates of the Teachers College.
Now, our bachelor's degree graduates. If you are a candidate for a baccalaureate degree or a post-baccalaureate teacher preparation endorsement, please rise if you are able. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree or endorsement you have earned, to include the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, or the Post-Baccalaureate Teacher Preparation Endorsement, with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. You may now move the tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations on this important milestone in your lives. Stand by for your moment in the spotlight.
Douglas Dietzold, Miranda Huntoon, Angela Stone, Mindy Tippett, Earl Vogel, Juliana Miller, Kayla Riley, Claire Stump, Gabriela Castillo, Bobby Leanne Cruz, Miriam Escamilla, Kimberly Dongora, Anna Lande, Kimberly McDaniel, Larry Watkins, Jaden Atkinson, Omar Chacon, Andre Clark, Mary Dexter, Nicole Makatangai, Jason Yarbrough, Karen Benoit, Michelle Miller, Matthew Shaw, Nick Anthony Contreras, Sharon Fortune, Elisa Smiley, Gail Elborn, Benton Randolph Reynolds, Andy Oakley, Joshua Treadway, William Winters, Kayla Arthur, Rebecca Hoffman, Dennis Whipple, Selena Bissert, Caitlin Sislow, Madison Pegg, Elizabeth Sarmiento, Talena Sorensen, Thomas Watson, Sarah Alston, Manish Basnet, Kathleen Marie Bell, William Boland, Danielle Bradley, Brittany Donaldson, Molly Grover, Adriana Jackson, Viscardia Johnson, Cherish King, Jody Kolb, Jeanette Lewis, April Littlefield, Miriam Martinez, Eric Miller, Lisa Spiral O'Neill, Jennifer Richmond, Stephanie Romero, Jeanette Steele, Carolyn Thompson, Cowie Woolfolk, Julian Baji, Jerry Bondel, Megan Browder, Taylor Carson, Michael Varnador, Ariel Williams, Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Business. Elisen Ailey, Gabriella Isabel, Inetta Pong, Miranda Areola, Christy Barnhart, Adama Berry, Jessica Bean, Askell Berhihele, Eileen Batansas, Lavtoya Boyd, Larisa Burgos, Carrie Costello, Nazish Rahman Dean, Daisy Escobar, Lacey Esplin, Fred Fehlinger, Albertina Jimaffi, Kathleen Hall, Annette Hamilton Gray, Chinidu Irabor, Amber Lavway, Christine Locke, Charity Lyons, Nikki Marshall, Leslie McClendon, Edith Nojfree, Olajumoke Omopekun, Amber Pitek, Giovanna Ruiz, Sonia Tomos Okaro, Ariane Wayman, Patricia Webb Love, Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Health Professions. Stefan Bumpus Barnett, Ki Ma'u, Sancho Suquera, Lemuel Cooper, David Duran, Devin Fisher, Stanley Agono, David Gozinski, Martin Haller, John Nguyen, Michael Mulroney, Timothy Hans Rennick, Richard Kelly, Scott Melby, Omar Capacetti, Jason Rodriguez, Tyler Rowley, Brent Royal, Timothy Scheid, Tom Wolfe, Angel Gonzalez, Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Information Technology. Sarah Germanovich, Morgan Ball, Mary Bishop, Katie Bradley, Rhonda Bricken, Kristen Costello, Madeline Garber, Riley Hovik Gogatz, Jamie Gruber, Joe Neighbors, Courtney Ouimet, Sonia Orias, Crystal Battle, Karina Flores, Rhonda Mack, Bryn Cazares, Ashley Clower, Lori Damschroeder, Ashley Davis, Amanda Griggs, Valerie Harmon, Brianna Moore, Kimberly Novak, Stephanie Newsom, Brianna Phillips, Tanika Pitts, Melissa Sawyer, Shelley Welch, Amanda Wilford, Kaylee Watley, Priscilla Carbajal, Madison Castle, Rebecca Felix, Natalie Rush, Holly Smith, Jessica Fletcher, Catlin Landis, Damian Mills, Brittany Reif, Zoe Rubin, Megan Stewart, Maria Teresa Adair, Alexandra Bennett, Courtney Cook, Chandra Geisler, Haley Lowry, Tracy Signer, Kelly Ann Vitiello, Piper Weatherman, Christina Green, Congratulations to the graduates of Teachers College.
Graduates, please accept our sincere congratulations. You now join a thriving and fast-growing network of WGU alumni worldwide. Welcome to this amazing community. We invite you to stay engaged by visiting wgu.edu/alumni. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank the graduates who have chosen to support the WGU Fellow Night Owl Scholarship Fund. These valued alumni donors can be recognized today by the blue and gold philanthropy cords that are adorning their commencement regalia. If you are a recipient of any financial aid while attending WGU, please take a second to thank one of your fellow alums who have started to pay it forward by supporting WGU's current students in need with their donation. Philanthropy cords are a physical symbol of a graduate's commitment to WGU's mission. Each philanthropy cord donation helps support a current WGU student with a demonstrated financial need that would otherwise impact their ability to graduate on time. Thanks to the incredible support of our newest alumni donors and the thousands of alumni donors before them. To date, we've been able to raise more than $160,000 for the Fellow Night Owl Scholarship Fund, which has assisted more than 128 students in crossing the finish line to graduation. For many of you, earning your diploma is the fulfillment of a lifelong goal. The degree you have earned at WGU will create new pathways to opportunity. But it's important to remember that commencement is not the end. It represents a new beginning. Whatever you choose to do, know you'll do it well and great things will follow. You've already demonstrated many wonderful abilities, and I look forward to seeing what each of you achieve in the next chapter of your lives. It's also important to remember that learning is a lifelong journey. As you continue your journey, I encourage you to help support others who are pursuing their dreams and to also seek out meaningful ways to serve your communities. During the past 2 years, all of us at WGU have witnessed our already strong students become stronger. Your strength and resilience adds tremendous value to your families and workplaces, and more broadly to our economy and our country. Your ability to overcome adversity is a remarkable skill that can change the world for the better. On behalf of the entire WGU family, I commend you for your tenaciousness, which has led you to this important celebration. It reminds me of the words from the beloved poet Maya Angelou. Just like moons and like suns, with certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. As we close today, take a moment to reflect on the pride you felt during this ceremony. Thank you for letting us be part of your educational journey and to celebrate with you. As your celebration continues, please share your excitement on social media using the hashtag WGUGrad. This now concludes our winter virtual commencement ceremony. Stay tuned for congratulatory messages from faculty and staff. Thank you all for joining us. Congratulations, Night Owls.